Hi everyone, this video is going to be a quick review of the first 30 videos. So everything we learned so far has been in the key of C. The C scale starts on the right hand with the root note, which is the lowest note of the scale. Usually found in the middle of your piano, where the writing is, if you have a regular piano. The C scale played on the right hand starts with the root of the scale, which is the C note, and continues for the next 7 white keys. So starting with the thumb, you play 3 notes. And then the thumb crosses under onto the 4th note, which is F. Continue to C. So it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Then coming back the other way, it starts with a pinky here, and you'll play 5 notes. And then the middle finger crosses over and plays the next 3 notes. So it'll be C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. The left hand plays in the C position an octave lower than the right hand. Play 5 notes and then the middle finger crosses over again. So it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Then going down the scale, C, B, A, thumb goes underneath for into the home position, G, F, E, D, C. Practice that till you're fluent with it on both hands. We learned 6 chords in the key of C. These were triads which contain 3 notes and could be major or minor. Formula for find the chord in root position starts with the name of the chord, which is the lowest note of the scale, and then you will play a note, skip a note, play a note, skip a note, and play a note. So it's the first, third, and fifth note of the scale. For the C chord, it's the C, E, and G. The 3 major chords we learned in the key of C were C, F, and G. So moving on to the F, A, C. Moving on to G, it's G, B, D. Major chords are usually happy chords. Each major chord has a relative minor cousin. For the C chord, the minor is A minor, A, C, E. For the F chord, it's a D minor. Play it like that. And for the G chord, the cousin is the E minor. And again, first, third, and fifth note. Minor chords are usually sad chords. The left hand usually plays the bass notes for accompaniment patterns and stays in home position most of the time. Primary bass note is the name of the chord. So for the C chord, the bass note is going to be an octave lower than this C. For the F chord, it's right here in F. And for the G chord, for the D minor chord, it's the D note. For the E minor, E. And for the A minor, we have to move out a little bit out of home position, go from the G note to the A note. We learn note values. A whole note gets 4 counts or beats. A half note gets 2, a quarter note gets 1, and an eighth note gets a half of a beat. We learn meter, which is grouping beats into groups of 3 or 4. In 3/4 time, the bottom number means quarter note gets 1 count, and the top note 3 means that there's 3 beats. So we would count it as 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Think of it as a waltz. Also, a dotted half note gets 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. In 4/4 time, 4 on the top means that there are 4 beats per measure. So we would count it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Think of it as a march. Playing all these chords in root position causes a lot of extra movement. And it's also going to be harder to memorize. You want to be able to play these chords someday while you're looking at your sheet music. So we learned what's called inversions. This is where you change the order of the notes so that the chords are all closer together. For instance, for the F chord, we keep these 2 notes, but we take this C and we move it down an octave to here. So we play it like this. So going from the C to F is a lot easier. And then the G chord, instead of going here, we learned it like this. The A minor inversion, all you do from the C position, you keep the C and the E, and then you just play this A with your pinky, so you got to move it up 1 note. With the E minor chord, it's similar to C. All we have to do is move that thumb to the B note below the C. With the D minor, there really wasn't a good inversion to use in C position, so we would just move like that. We learned rhythm patterns for both hands to make our accompaniment more interesting. The left hand can play whole notes while the right hand plays half notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or the left hand can play half notes while the right hand plays quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or the right hand could be playing eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you could make up all kinds of different patterns. For instance, I could play 2 quarter notes followed by 4 eighth notes on that left hand. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. We started to number the chords that correspond to our key of C or C scale notes. For instance, the 1 chord is a C, the 4 chord is an F, the 5 is a G. So if we were just going to say we're going to play a 1-5 chord progression, the key of C, that would be C to G. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. A 1-4-5, as in twist and shout, would be C, F, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we could do a 1-5-4-5 progression. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. If we wanted to add the minors, there's a couple really common chord progressions that were used in the 50s and 60s. For instance, a 1-2 minor 4-5 progression, which would be C, D minor, F, G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds like My Girl. Or we can do a 1-6 minor 4-5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a very common one nowadays, especially in songs like I'm Yours by Jason Mraz and U2's With or Without Me, is a 1-5-6 minor 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We learned something called arpeggios, which is also called a broken chord, where you are playing the notes separately instead of all at once. And we just basically learned one pattern for each of the meters, 3/4 and 4/4. So for 4/4 time with a C chord, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Or if we were playing as eighth notes, we'd be counting 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. After you play the bass note, you just play the next 2 notes on the right hand. If it's in 3/4 time, you would just play the bass note and 2 notes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We learned alternating bass notes. The most common alternating bass note is the 5th of the chord. So that would mean for the C chord, it's the C note and the G note. For the D minor chord, it's the D note and the A. So the thumb has to move to the A position. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. For the E minor, played as an inversion, it's E, and then we drop it down an octave to a B. For the F chord, we play F and a C. For the G chord, we play a G and a D. For the A minor, we have to reach up for the bass note with the thumb, and it's the A and the E. This is in 3/4. We also learned that we can drop our bass notes down an octave to make the bass notes sound deeper or bassier, a little more dramatic. We also learned about playing legato, which is playing each note value as long as possible, versus staccato, which is playing them as short as possible, very brief. We also learned a bunch of songs. Next lessons will be based around the key of G and G position, so we'll be able to sing songs in a different key. Can't believe we did 30 videos already, but I hope you're having fun. I hope you're enjoying it and still working at it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.